Welcome to the round 6 of the Bennetts British Superbike Championship post-race press conference for race 1. Leon, that's got to be one of the hardest earned podium credits you've ever had, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a tough race. I felt the rhythm was not too bad when I didn't have anyone in front of me. Just seemed to get caught up in so many people's mishaps, you know. Taylor missed a gear and I nearly T-boned him quite heavily, and turn 1, someone high-sided right in front of me and I nearly hit them, and then someone hit me, and it was just like, it felt like ping-pong the first few laps. But no, I was happy that we got a good rhythm. Like I say, that the pace isn't too far away. We had a few little issues, but you know, the boys was kept a good rhythm all the way through. So you know, hopefully next time we can get a bit better start and give them a bit more of a battle. And
talking about next time, any changes for you for race 2?
Yeah, a few little changes. You know, we opted to run the hard front tyre then, which we've not really got much of a setup for, so a few little tweaks just to make that feel a little bit better for me. But no, generally it wasn't too bad. My bike was running quite warm then, so they need to try and stop the high temps in the bike, but other than that, we're looking pretty good.
Great stuff. Congratulations on a top 3 finish. Turning to Be Wiser Ducati's Glenn Irwin, and Glenn got a great start, but were you planning a manoeuvre for the end of the race there?
Yeah, it was you know, it was a bit of a game out there. Josh was obviously sitting back and not going as fast as he could, and there was no point in me going as fast as I could either. So I sat with him, and Christian came by me, and you know, I knew I had to get back by Christian. I don't think the BMW would sustain the tyre life. So yeah, I got back on Josh, and then the pace got faster, and we started to get into a nice rhythm, and a little bit of smoke out of his bike. About 4 laps to go. I think it's just the R1 and that overrun thing. I've seen it at the road racing with guys before, and that kind of distracted me a bit. I know Leon was behind me, and I was waving coming down to Hawthorne because I thought he was like annoyed because I had a little bit of a slide, but we managed to put our head back down and get right back on him. We were, you know, so close to doing a move into the last left, but I think we had plenty left. We won't change anything. My bike was also running warm, so good luck to Leon's team for making their bike run cooler out there. But ours is running hot. I think it is what it is. But yeah, I think we can step up in race 2. But fair play to Josh. He didn't make a mistake, and that was a nice race to ride. We had a bit of a ding dong at the beginning. I was kind of like laughing, and I'm sure he was probably saying "you little shit" as well to me or whatever. But yeah, I enjoyed the ride, and big thanks to my team.
Great result, well done on the 2nd place. And turning to McCann's Yamaha, Josh, quite fitting to get this victory here on this day, celebrating the 20th anniversary of the R1 as well.
Yeah, it's all worked out like a nursery rhyme, you know what I mean? It's great that everything's you know, worked out so well, you know. But yeah, those opening laps were quite fun for me also, you know. This year's been quite frustrating on the track for me, not able to reach my potential, and you know, the opening lap I felt good, and you know, we were making passes, and I thought, why not? You know, we'll show a hand and see what we can do. And then, yeah, once I sort of sat at the front for a couple of laps, try to get in a rhythm, I could just feel that the track wasn't giving a lot of grip, so I didn't want to take excessive risk. You know, if as you're leading the way, it sort of feels like you've got to find where the limit is. You know, so I tried to, you know, keep the lead at the slowest, you know, risk possible, and I felt comfortable for most of the race. And then I made a mistake in turn 1 and kind of lost the front a little bit as I turned in, and then I went wide onto the dusty surface and started to lose the front again. And I was like, you know, I wouldn't make these mistakes if I had shaky behind me. So I just listened to the note of the Ducati and imagined it was shaky, and put my head down, and then, you know, got better focus, and you know, the end of the race was a lot stronger for me. But again, at the last lap, there was some yellow flags, and I was like a little bit distracted by that too. And I felt like I didn't, you know, didn't do my best final laps, but you know, it was enough to win. So you know, I'm still pleased all the same.
Leon and Glenn mentioned the bike running hot. How were your temps?
Mine was okay, to be fair. So yeah, I don't. Yeah, maybe being on front, getting fresh air rather than being in the draft can make a difference. Maybe that was a reason, but. No, it was fine, and you know, and on top of all the comments about the moustache, I wanted to be the first guy to win with a moustache since the last guy, and so I've done that, and I think the last guy might have been Roger Marshall, I would imagine, or maybe even your dad. Maybe. But yeah, one box ticked.
Half a moustache for race 2, is it?
No, I've got to. I couldn't possibly go out there with half a moustache. I mean, I'm bold, but I'm not that game. But yeah, if I could do the double, I'll stick to my word and I'll shave it off, and Amy will be extremely pleased.
You will be on pole. You will be second, and you'll be third on the grid. So you are forming the front row of the grid as well for race 2.
Oh well, great race to come then.
Enjoy it, guys. Thank you.